I knew somebody was. It's always, I don't know what I'm doing.
That was really...
You know what? I'm going to try something really, really simple. This is a very simple effect. Can you do me a favor? Could you shuffle those up? Because I really suck. Shuffle them up. We got a poker player. All right. Are you a magician?
No.
Poker player?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. Let me show you how I shuffle the cards. This is how I shuffle the cards. I shuffle the cards just like this. Very, very, very simple. Not as fancy as you. Then again, you get what you pay for. We have the deck. I'm going to ask you to cut the deck anywhere you like. Just cut some of the packet, bring it to you. Go ahead. Now what I want you to do is to crisscross that.
Crisscross?
Yeah, crisscross. Take it, you're gonna mark, you're gonna take the whole thing. Take the whole packet and put it like the other way, so you're making a plus sign. You're actually, right now, by doing that, you're marking the cut.
Right.
You're marking the cut, all right? And you had it free. You shuffle the deck, and I shuffled it, and you cut it wherever you want.
Yeah.
To make this even more interesting, I'm going to ask you to remove where he marked his cut, remove the packet off, and I want you to look at the card that he cut out. But don't let me know what it is.
Don't let us see it.
Don't let us see it, all right? Look at it. Place it face down on the table with your finger on top of it. Face down on top of the table, your finger on top. Have you done that?
Yes.
You can turn around, I guess. Let's review. You took the deck, you cut it, I cut it, you took it back, you cut it wherever you wanted. Then she took the card you cut at.
Right.
Pretty confusing.
Yes.
But it all boils down to this. There's one card she has under her finger. You know that card. I want you to think of the card. I want you to visualize that card in your mind.
Hold on, I forgot the symbol.
All right. Don't let me know what it is.
Okay.
Look at it. Think of it. I want you to think of the color of the card right now. Think of the color, just the color.
Okay.
You're thinking of a black card, am I correct?
Yes.
Spades.
Yes.
Two of spades. Is that the card?
Yeah.
Is that the card? I'm really excited that we're going to show this because these are some wonderful building block techniques that you can create some really wonderful effects with a deck of cards once you've mastered these different techniques.
This is called card thought. But actually, we're going to give you the insights to three very clever things for card magic. One is how to shuffle a pack of cards correctly. And Criss is showing you right now how to do that. You just draw the cards off with your left thumb as your right hand just kind of acts as a collator, shifting them back and forth. That's the correct way to shuffle cards. It doesn't have to be neat. In fact, the sloppier it is, the better it looks.
The more impressive the magic looks.
That's correct.
I always make it look sloppy because I don't want people to think that I'm incredible with a deck of cards because then the magic doesn't look as impressive. They think it's, oh, he can do that with a deck of cards. He can obviously do something and look like he's reading my mind.
Once you've mastered the overhand shuffle, you're going to use it to secretly glimpse a card. You turn the cards face up and shuffle them. When you turn them face up, you see the very first card. That's the card that we're later going to force on someone. We're going to glimpse it. You see it. And now he shuffles that card singly off the deck first with his left thumb, and now he continues to shuffle in a normal manner. And what that's done is it will transfer that seven of hearts from the bottom of the deck to the top of the deck. No one's aware of it except Criss, and he knows the identity of the top card. Now they're placed down, and he asks a spectator to cut the cards. And so they cut them. Now he said, I'd like you to mark the cut. And the way you do that is by picking up this other packet and crisscrossing it and setting it on top. Now we can see exactly where you cut the cards. That's the ruse we use. But the truth is, this is still the top of the deck. That's the card they're going to pick. But we're going to use verbal misdirection. In other words, we're going to talk about the cut. We're going to also impress him about the fact that he's cut the cards anywhere, completed the cut, and marked the cut. By then, we've given them enough verbal misdirection that they forgot the action that they did. They really think they cut the cards legitimately. Actually, they only placed the bottom half of the deck on top of the top half. When this is removed, you say, please look at the card you cut to.
Now, people are not going to believe this works, but it completely works.
Yes, it really does.
So the card that I'm going to look at is obviously the top card, the seven of hearts.
This is called the crisscross force. It's been used by magicians for years and years without being caught under any circumstances.
Absolutely.
It works perfectly well. Once you know that they've looked at the card, that you know the identity, now you start to tell them the card they're thinking of. And the best way to do that is to not just say you're thinking of the seven of hearts. That wouldn't mean much. Why don't you demonstrate the way it should be done, Criss?
Well, I always say it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And you could take the simplest effect, like this one, and do something very beautiful with it. So what I would do is I would look at somebody, I would say, I want you to visualize the card you're thinking of. I want you to see, first off, the color of the card. Is it a black card or a red card? Let me think. You're thinking of a red card, am I correct? And sometimes I even, if they're wearing something like a red shirt or a red blouse or a pair of pants or a dress that has some red in it,
tie.
I say, you know, it's interesting because you're thinking of red and you are actually wearing some red, so you were drawn to red. Think of how you spell. It's a number card, am I correct? Think of how you spell that number. There's an E in that, am I correct? Are you thinking of the seven of hearts?
And of course, they say yes, and you've performed a miracle. They have no idea that you made them take the card that you already know the identity of.
One other thing that I'd like to point out is instead of having them return the card, because a lot of people forget, believe it or not, the card that they selected. So a lot of times I ask the spectator to actually hold on to that card, keep it on their body, hidden away from me.
That way they can't forget it.
Yeah,
the other thing
it's
is
also the proof.
Yes. The other way to handle it is to have them show it to several other people.
Right.
In case they forget, there are other people to remind them of what the name of the card is.
Absolutely.
And that's card thought.